Hey there, what's happening, folks? So we're here Sunday night, and let me turn this on and get a little bit more light. I'll get it out of the frame this time. I don't know how I always do that. Anyway, another pretty sunset that's about ready to happen here. I'm a little dirty. I did some yard work and stuff today. I did some grilling, and still got work to do, right? So we're back here at the storage unit, just doing the grind. I just got some stuff I want to list. I got a few things I want to pack up. And like I said, this weekend went by so freaking fast. But honestly, Saturday night had a really good night. Tonight, grilled outside again. I cooked outside the past 2 nights. I did pizza on Saturday night with some family. Here's a few pictures. If you watch I didn't put this on my other YouTube channel, but I do have a pizza video. Get Joe Grill on is my other YouTube channel. But here's some pizzas that I made. I'm pretty proud of them. Had a bunch of people over, a bunch of family over. I made like 6 pizzas, and out of all the pizzas I made, there was 2 slices left at the end of the night when everybody went home. So they must have been good. Grilled out tonight too. Beautiful night. But anyway, enough of me rambling on here, guys. So let's go ahead and pull some orders. First order is a Depop order going out to California. It's a Nike golf polo. And these things, guys, you've heard me complain about these before. I recently bought some different bags, and because I'm so tired of these, I mean, they're really durable, and they work really well. But this little part that you've got to peel off to get the stick, sometimes I can't ever get it on right, and those things stick to my hand all the time, and I don't like this. Not a fan of the crinkle sound. Not a fan. Anyway, I got this golf polo. Oh, I hate that noise, guys. I'm sorry. This golf polo going out. I got it at Goodwill a long time ago. Probably got it for a couple bucks. But it's sold for $10 plus shipping. Oh, I hate that noise. Then we got some of those Carhartt jeans that I bought a couple weeks ago from Goodwill. Maybe I put them in there. Okay. So, another good reason to make sure that you do your SKUs and your inventory right, because I put these in the wrong tote. But we got some of Carhartt jeans. Carhartt I always buy. Always. I mean, unless they're like trashed. But even if they're in bad condition, old Carhartt like coats, vintage ones, still sell for a ton of money. Carhartt, I don't know, here's my thing. I'm not affiliated with Carhartt, but I freaking love Carhartt. Their products last forever, and they're a little pricey, but they literally last forever, and they're so durable, and I just love them. But anyway, I found these at Goodwill. I got these for a little over $1, and they sold for $18 plus shipping. Then we got another game going out of here. PlayStation game. Street Fighter 5, maybe? I don't know. Well, maybe it's just Street Fighter. I don't know. Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dream. It's a long box, too, which apparently these are more rare. So, and I think this case is actually kind of busted. But it's got the book and the game. So it is CIB, which means complete in box. And this sold for $55 plus shipping. It's going to Colorado. So, there we go. That's all I have for orders as far as that goes tonight. So let's get this packed up real quick. Went by Walmart today, and I bought some trading cards. They had smaller packs of those WNBA ones that I like to get, the Prism. So I picked some up. I got a pretty good stack of cards, and I bought some baseball ones too. My boys like opening up those. But I got a few like orange, I don't even know what they call these, the baseball ones, but a few of those. Nothing like big heavy hitters or anything. But what I'm going to do, and here's the ones that I got from the ones that I'm going to list first, at least for WNBA. I got one of these groovy ones. There's a couple of these kaleidoscope cards. Those are pretty good. They don't go for a lot of money. So I think my strategy is going to be, because obviously I'm opening up these cards hoping to find something really valuable and something rare. And you know, obviously make some money on it and that kind of thing. But I mean, you're faced with dumb luck by basically finding them. But these other cards, like these groovy cards, are a couple bucks, maybe $2 or $3, and depending on, I think that's a gold one. This might be a gold, or maybe not. I don't know. I got two different colors of orange prism things here. But anyway, getting back to what I'm saying, what I think I'm going to do is just like whenever I'm low on inventory and I don't have much to list, that's when I'm going to start listing some of these cards. And like I said, they don't sell for a bunch, but if I can just sell, even if I sell them for a couple bucks, you know, or whatever, then it'll drive people maybe back to my store and whatever. I mean, it's at least I'm making a little bit of something. So, but I'll have to look up, see how much eBay takes for fees on sport cards. Anyway, whatever. Guys, I'm just rambling. Let's go ahead and get this going here. We're going to, and the new bags that I got are also already have the suffocation warning on them. So I don't have to worry about putting those stickers on there anymore. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Alright. First thing here. Sorry about the crinkle noise. Really don't like that. I did go with a little bit bigger poly mailers. And they slide in there a lot easier. So I like that. We're just going to do the quick version of this, guys. I'm going to go fast. So we got 12, 10, 3, 12, 10, 3, 8 ounces. 8 ounces, 12, 10, 3. Depop is going to California. Oh. Let's do this next. We're going to go bubble mailer, but we're going to wrap this in some good. This might work. Unless it watch this be too big. Probably will be. That would be my luck. Yeah. I'm going to put this right there. Slide this bad boy in here. Bam. A little crooked on the seal there. It's all good though. So we're going to go 11, 9, 3, 11, 9, 3, 8 ounces. Street Fighter is going to Colorado. If you're wondering why I always want to know where it's going to, so normally, well, when I print off my shipping labels, like I don't really know what's in here. I could have packages that look exactly the same, but I write the state on there so I know what shipping label to put on what package. And if they have the same state, then I use the state plus a zip code. Okay, what should we do with these? I think they're on ground advantage. I think I might put this in a box. Fold these up, put them in a box. That's what we're gonna do. Give these a good fold. The box might be too small. No, looks like we're just going to fit it in there. Look at that. Eight by 6x4, 2 pounds, 4 ounces. 2 pounds, 4 ounces, 864. Carhartt is going to Indiana. There you go. Shipping's done. So let's see here. I have a total of about, let's say $1.50, $1.50, $3. I got that game for free. So $3 into those items. Oh, $3 into those items. And they all sold for a total of 10, 28, so $83. So that's pretty good. $3, $83 in sales. The game, I get to split the profits. All right, real quick. I took my mic off already, so we're using the phone audio. We got an iconic game going out for NES. And if you played Nintendo back in the day like I did, you probably played this game a few times. And I love whenever I cannot find it. Okay, here it is. I was practically staring right at it. Paperboy for NES. It's in really nice condition. Anyway, I got this in a sleeve here, but this game sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get some listings done, guys, so you're probably going to see me here tomorrow, and I'll probably have a haul from Goodwill because tomorrow is 75% off, so see you then. Hey there, what's going on, guys? Monday night, I just got back from the thrift store. I spent a little bit over $45. I found a ton of good stuff. Man, I had my cart piled up, and I think I had 25 items totaling $45. There were 3 items that I paid full price for. And if I sell one of those, I'll have more than enough profit to cover my whole thing. So let me show you the 3, I wouldn't say heavy hitters. One might be a heavy hitter, but I'll show you some. So they had, today was the red tag was 75% off. So they had these brand new Levi's 550 big and tall jeans, $44.29. Still have the tags on them and everything. $22.91 is the asking price, so 75% off of that. So you're looking at a little bit over $5 for these jeans, and they sell for anywhere between a little bit over $20, $25. I think I can comfortably get $25, $27 plus shipping for these. So that's pretty good. So I'm also keeping an eye on, I got my TV going here. I wanted to be home by 6:30, which obviously did not work. I got off at 5, left the house about 5:15, and went to Goodwill, bought some stuff. But I want to be home by 6:30 so I can watch the WNBA draft, which is happening right now. As you know, I'm a pretty big fan. I watched a ton of games last year. Big fan of Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark. I like watching Kate Martin too. She's local, pretty local. But I got to know a lot of different players, and it's really good basketball. So I haven't watched NBA basketball in I don't know how long. And because I'm just not a fan of it anymore. I don't like what the league has grown into. I don't care for LeBron James. I don't like a lot of the players, how they fight and do a bunch of different stuff. Now, I'm not, that stuff happens in WNBA a little bit too. They get a little choppy, but I just feel like the WNBA is better basketball. So come at me in the comments if you don't believe me, but that's just my opinion. So, well, I'm going to talk a little bit about WNBA just because I have your attention if you haven't left yet. But obviously, the 2 top people that I think is, well, I think number 1 is going to be Paige Bueckers, however you say her name. She just won a national title. I'd be willing to bet she's going to be number 1. I don't even know what team has a number 1 pick. I know the Fever had it last year, but I think Indiana Fever is like the 19th pick or something this year. I don't remember in the first round. But there she is there. I'd be willing to bet she goes first, and I think second is going to be Haley Van Lent. And I don't really know many of the other players, but I'm just kind of wanting to see who the top people are to go, and I want to see who the Indiana Fever pick up. So, anyway. So back to reselling. So let me show you the other items I got. So I got one of the other items I've got full price for, and I'll have to find out if this is a vintage shirt. Woolrich is a very good brand. I paid $5, a little bit over $5 for this. So it's honestly a really good deal on that. I'll have to cut this thread. It's in good shape, buffalo plaid. If this is vintage, this is a $65 flannel. If it's not, then we're looking at about $30. So that's pretty good. Sorry, I had to stop and watch this for a second here. I don't know if you guys can hear that if it's too loud, but I said Fever had 19th pick. I guess there's only 13 teams in the league, so I don't even know that much about it. I just watched it a lot last year. But the Golden State Valkyries are a new expansion team, and they're coming into it. Anyway, so I'll probably pause as soon as they start the pick here, and I want to see who they pick for first round and who the first pick is. Let me show you the other item I got. It's kind of a heavy hitter. I started looking at suit jackets, and this is something, honestly, I've never bought one before. But people that thrift clothes, they always look at them, and they find some good ones. So I was going down the side, and I opened this up, and we got a designer brand there, Burberry. It's pretty good. So I paid full price for this. Actually, I did not pay full price for this. This was $9.36 red tag. So what is that? A little over $2 for this, but I saw comps for this around $60, I think. I should be able to get about $60 for this, which would pay for my whole thing. So that's pretty awesome. So I'll probably list that first tonight. All right. Well, I sold a couple items. Let me go ahead and let's pull some orders here, what I sold. So I got 2 items going out. First item was in tote Q here. I see them. I think these were J. Crew shorts, maybe? I don't remember. These J. Crew shorts, I picked them up at Goodwill. Paid a little over $1 for them, like $1.30 something. These sold for $11 plus shipping. Then I sold that G.I. Joe Tomahawk. This was one of my buddy's toys. And this is the last of the big vehicles. I don't think I have much more of stuff to list from him besides little piddly stuff. So it's missing some blades, it's missing some doors, but it's got the book, it's got the card, and it's got the pilot. And this sold for $65 plus shipping. So I just brought a big box out here. I think that'll be good. I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to pack this up right now. Looks like the Dallas Wings are the first pick. So the other one thing I was going to talk about today, and I kind of had a thought, and I was just thinking about how, oh, hang on a second. So far I'm right, it's Paige Beckers. She's going to the Dallas Wings first, so they need the help. That's going to be exciting to watch her play, man. She's freaking good. So back to what I was saying, I was having a thought. I'm like, there's some resellers that only sell clothes, and they do a really good job selling clothes. Obviously, they know more about brands than I do. They know more about brands than I do about certain things. But I was thinking, like, why do people buy clothes? Why would they not buy mine over somebody else's? And obviously, quality, there's pictures, there's a title, there's the price, and all that stuff goes into it. And brand, like what brand you're buying and that kind of thing. But I got to thinking, because I'm buying decent brands. It's not the best stuff, and I realize that. But like I was thinking, I had a family member that he was a car salesman for a local car dealership, and they sold more trucks, GMC style trucks, anywhere in this location more than any other place in the nation. Like, they have the lowest price, and they have like fields behind their dealership just full of trucks, just cram packed. And I remember asking him, like, you guys really sell that much? He's like, oh yeah. Like, I get calls from New York and blah, blah, people buying trucks. I got a guy, appointment from Utah, whatever. It's like they come from all over the country to buy trucks here because they're the cheapest. They don't haggle. Anybody comes in and wants to haggle them, they don't haggle. They say, this is it. You're not going to find a cheaper price. And they haggle, they say, there's nothing. It's like, that's how they do business, because they do business on volume. So they sell their trucks at the cheapest, but they sell more than anybody else because they sell the most. So they're making a ton of money, but because they're selling by volume. So I got to thinking, like, why don't I be a little bit more competitive on my price? And I'm getting this stuff, these clothes, so cheap, like under $2 or a little bit over $1. In some cases, a lot of the stuff I bought today was under $1. I can afford to be a little more competitive on my price, and I'm happy with. I'd rather sell 3 or 4 items and make $8 profit than sell one item and make $10 profit, if that makes sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I really enjoy selling clothes. It's not the most fun to list and to take pictures of, but they're the easiest to pack up. And like, I just feel like as far as I can get it so cheap and I can make a good profit on them. So that's going to be my strategy. Now, might not work for me, might not work for everybody, but you gotta try things in this business. You gotta try to work some stuff out and see what works best for you guys. So what I'm doing may not work good for me. Like, I know resellers that sell a ton of plush, and I can't sell plush worth anything in my life. I don't know why. I can't sell it. So that's going to be my strategy. I'm not gonna like undercut the market severely and ruin it for resellers. So like if I'm listing this now, like a heavy hitter item like this coat, I'm probably going to try to get $60 for it. I'm not going to undercut it so much. But I've got like these Nike shorts. I found a few pairs of like Nike shorts, these Nike running shorts. They sell well. Oh no, these aren't Nike. But anyway, I found some other Nike ones and they sell well, but we're talking probably $15 to $20. So I could set it at like $15 and they'll sell eventually. But like, why not just set it at like, $11 or $12? Go under a little bit, and then I make a few less dollars, but if I sell more per volume, I'm going to make more money, and I'm getting it so cheap. So that's my strategy. I'll see if it works. It might fail miserably, and I might get laughed at. Who cares? But anyway, all right, that's enough of me talking, guys. I got work I got to get done here. So, but like always, I appreciate you coming by the channel. Give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.